Goaltending has been a big key for this franchise for many years. Dylan Durant came up with a very strong game tonight.
Dylan was really solid tonight. Dylan's been solid all year long, and he's worked really hard at his craft from day one, and he's a true professional. And for the most part, we did a pretty good job of keeping it to the outside, but there was a couple of real quality shots from the inside that we gave up that Dylan came up big.
That's what I was going to ask you. Second period, there were a lot of obviously giveaways and turnovers that you would not liked, but your goaltender certainly made sure that they weren't going to be damaging to you.
We did not manage the puck very well in the second period. We gave them some opportunities we never should have. It's tough to defend when you're giving up pucks along the blue line or just inside of our blue line. Guys are heading on to offense, and we're turning over pucks and going back the other direction. They're a quick team. They're a good transition team. They had some quality chances. And as you said, Dylan came up big for us.
And Steve, last question is that we talked earlier in the year about Brett Brewer's ability to both shoot and go to the net. He did both on that power play, and that was a really big goal.
Well, he's done that all season long. He's a player that sort of sees a crack or a seam and he attacks it. He's got speed. He's a gutsy guy. He is not afraid to take a hit to make a play. So he'll take it to dangerous areas. He'll take it to tough areas, and he's got a lot of scrappy goals over the course of the year. And he has a shot. So when he gets inside, he will execute pretty well, and he did it again tonight.
Great, thank you very much.
All right, Steve, you had a couple of milestones tonight. Brandon Scanlon scores his 8th goal, that doubles last year's figure, ties his career high in points with 15. Dylan Durant picks up the win, another stellar performance, 14th win of the season, new career high. What is it about this team and this organization that's helped young players like them achieve these new highs this season?
Well, they're certainly do everything they can in their power to develop young players. The first and foremost is developing players, and we're trying to win some hockey games while we do it. And so we've had a good group of veteran players that have led them along. We've got some young guys that certainly have made some mistakes over the course of the last several years since I've been here, but they get to jump right back in the fire and learn from their mistakes. And they know that they're unacceptable, but they're given an opportunity to go out and try it again. And this is exactly what this league is for young guys like that to experiment with your game and learn that if you touch the stove too many times, you're going to get burnt. And there's been times when they've been burnt, but I'll tell you, they come back and they're showing some real resilience. Our young guys have been good all season long.
Well, speaking of that veteran leadership, you got Anton Bleed back into the lineup tonight after missing the last 3 games. How was it getting his kind of leadership back on the ice tonight?
Well, he's a very vocal guy. He's a very emotional guy. And, I think the guys miss him around the locker room. I wouldn't say he played a ton tonight. He did his job when he was out there, though. He killed a couple penalties for us. He's really solid on the wall. I think he's been great for Sikora all season long. He's constantly talking to him. He's also always giving him reminders as to things that he has to do to have success. And, he has just a different type of leadership in him, but it certainly is a leader and is a guy that we rely on.
One last question for you. Earlier today, the Rangers agreed to a 2-year contract extension with Connor Mackey. I know he's been injured. He's missed the last few games, but I just wanted to kind of get your reaction to that news.
Well, we're happy that Connor's back. We've liked what he's done all season long, and I think the limited time he's went up to the Rangers, I think they're happy as well, and it showed. So the contract that he got, he deserves. We're happy that he's around our locker room. He's just a quality person, a great guy, a great leader, good veteran presence, good for our young guys, and he's a good hockey player as well. So congrats to him, and it's well deserved.
All right, thanks, Steve.
Coach, you guys were tested right away in the second period, giving up that early goal and then going on the penalty kill shortly thereafter. What allowed you guys to bear down and weather that storm right out of the gate in the second period?
Well, we didn't weather the storm. We came out and we were flat, and we had 2 turnovers real quick, and they scored probably one of their easiest goals of the season, and it was a pretty disappointing effort by the line that started that period. But we started digging ourselves a hole. The penalty kill was solid. Dylan had a good save during that penalty kill, and then we moved on from there, and we sort of built a period from there. The guys on the bench were quite vocal about the start. Leadership amongst them stepped up, and we started to keep the game a little more simple as the period went on, and we built a period.